taunting me. Hello.
Testing.
I hope you can see me now. I thought you did a minute ago.
Guess where we are.
We're at the Warren County High School. I hit the wrong button. You just give it a minute.
We're good. We're on.
Are we on?
I'm having a moment.
Look over here.
Okay. Well, it's not showing on mine.
Well, the teleprompter. Look, you're on live.
We're on. That's you, boo.
Okay.
That's you. Okay.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. It had to refresh. We got it.
I'm like, it is what it is today, guys.
I'm gonna blame it on the rain.
Yes. I totally agree. Milli Vanilli that. Yes.
That was not Milli Vanilli.
What? Who was saying it?
Whoever the people were that Milli Vanilli was playing.
That's true. That's true. They had to give their Grammy back.
These young kids over here have no idea what we're talking about.
Oh, they don't.
Yeah, that was like the biggest scandal of our childhood.
Yeah, we have.
So now we're on live. Currently in downtown McMinnville, we're at 57 degrees. It feels like 45 because of the rain outside. But tonight's low is 46. Still chances of rain. So please, when you're coming back for the game tonight, because they have so many festivities going on throughout the day here at the Warren County High School with the Special Olympics and more, make sure you bundle up, make sure you wear the right stuff, and come out and support your Warren County High School Pioneers. And I always say, go Pioneers, go to the ladies and the boys.
Absolutely.
But with that said, thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors today as well. Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm excited to everybody. Good morning, Warren County. And I'm so excited I screwed up Warren County. So maybe
it's okay.
I'm in the right place, the halls of academia and education.
There you go. But with that said, the rain has threw a curveball for everybody just about today. But we have a lot of amazing guests coming on the show today. First off, we got First Sergeant Tim Howard's coming on the show, as well as two of his amazing cadets that he's presented with us. On top of that, we're going to have Dr. Grant Swallows come in and talk about all the amazing things going on at the Warren County High School as well. And then we're going to have Jacob Dunn on, a former student himself here, and now he is what is he now?
He's a vice principal.
He's a vice principal. Okay.
He is not Dr. Grant Swallows.
No, he's not, but they do get mixed up.
They do. We had this whole conversation about this.
And then, of course, we're going to have Sarah Cantrell on too with us as well. And again, I want to say first and foremost, thanks to the Warren County school systems for allowing us to come in here and setting up this amazing backdrop. We came in here and arms were very welcoming. And so I want to say thank you to that. But if Grant is here, is he? Is he in the hall?
Let me go check.
Go check?
I'll check. You use this as a teleprompter.
Okay.
Whatever you need.
All right. But if you do comment on he is outside. All right. If you do comment, we'll just make it through because my camera is too far for me to see what you're saying. But again, the newsletters, I want to say, are out. So you can go get them. This has got rained on. That's why it looks wrinkly.
I do want to say there is one event that did not make it into there that is next week, and that is the 90s prom.
Oh, that's right. The 90s prom.
Yes. And we shared that event to the page. You can still get tickets. And she said you do not have to wear a prom dress. You can come in your jeans and shirt if you want to. I will be there as one of the photographers, but it's going to be a great time, and it's to support these kids to be able to go to the youth trip to Mountaintop. So if you're looking for something great to do next Saturday night from 7 to 10, make sure to check out our page and get your tickets to the 90s prom. Very reasonably priced.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's scoot down.
Okay.
We got our special guest.
Scooching for Grant.
Yes.
Dr. Swallow.
No, literally scoot down. Your chair.
What?
No. If we're going to do all four of us.
Okay, we're playing musical chairs.
Yes, girl. He's got to get in the center. He's the main man.
Morning.
Okay. Morning.
Man, for sure.
So do we call you Dr. Great Swallows or Mr. Dunn is what I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hearing either or. That's the running joke.
At the high school, you should probably just call me Mr. Dunn.
Oh, okay. I mean, either way, this makes y'all look like y'all are everywhere. I mean, capitalize on
That's what they're trying to do.
He was opening car doors one time, and they said, I can't believe Dr. Swallows is out here doing that. And I said, just let people believe that.
Yeah.
I need all the good I can get.
Right?
get all the good I can get. Thanks
Oh.
for being here. Welcome.
Thanks for letting us be here. We just wanted to get you on because there's so many things going on with the Warren County school systems. Y'all put out the press releases. You put everything out on social media, but this is just another outlet for everybody
Sure.
to get that information. So what is going on right now that's big? You want to make sure to let everybody know.
Well, there's lots going on.
I know.
Lots of things happening. I always tell people that when the new year rolls over for the district, we have five months left, but we are really looking forward or ahead to 25, 26. And so obviously lots of things that we've been dealing with have been political in nature and all the things that have been happening, but just really excited about what's happening here in Warren County with what's going on. I think you all are here to celebrate what I think is a great event in the life of a high school.
Yes.
I tell people a lot frequently that I wish they would remember what they learn in English and math more, but at the same time, they're going to remember events like these even more than probably what they learn in class.
Right.
So, I think that's a testament to what our schools do for our kids in this county. I was at a celebration at Eastside 2 weeks ago where they got everybody together to celebrate the fact that a year ago, or from last year's work, they were named an A. They received an A on their report card.
Yeah.
And so to watch those kids respond and be fired up and to be excited about that, that's what, that's what gives us great hope in what we do, because there are challenges in what we do. But at the same time, when you've got schools that are creating that environment for our kids, it's really exciting. So lots of things happening. We are happy to have, even though it's an ugly day out there, we're happy to somewhat maybe have warmer temperatures so that we're in school.
At least it's not snow. Yes.
I know kids and teachers are not going to be happy about that, but parents are very happy. And so, it's good to be able to get back into a routine. It's January. I was telling my wife last night, this is the last day in January. We're going to be to spring break. And then after spring break, we're going to be in testing. And then we're off to the races, and the end of the school year will be here. But, it's just, it's an exciting time to be a part of Warren County. Lots of new things going. We appreciate the fact that you all are highlighting that.
Yeah.
We're trying to do a good job of that. Sarah Cantrell has come on to do our communications for us. I think she's done a fantastic job.
I would agree.
Of trying to get the good stuff out into the community, because the other stuff is going to happen anyway.
Yeah.
But we're trying to put out all the things. I love the fact that you all are going to get to spend some time with kids today.
Yes.
Because they're why we do what we do.
I mean, this is why the community, I always say that we are raising these kids to be adults,
right.
and then they're going to replace one of us one day doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
So why not, involve them in as early as possible?
Absolutely.
Because and I say this all the time on our show, and Brian and Melody can agree, we can't just fully rely on the staff at the Warren County school systems and these teachers. We're fully also 100% relies on us as the parents.
Starts at home.
It starts at home. And if we cannot, she said it before, it's like co-parenting.
That's what it is. I mean,
And if we can't co-parent right, then that's going to mess up that kid's life.
Well, that's the thing too, is that it's important that everybody understands that we're all in this together. It's not just, as you said, it's not just the school's job, but it's also not just the parents' job. We take it very seriously. I am a parent of 3 kids in the school system. I entrust my own children with the school, with my children to the school system every day for 7 hours a day.
Yeah.
So that's, as a professional, that's not something I take lightly.
Right.
And we work really hard with that in mind. But at the same time, we want to make sure that that's why we do parent teacher conferences. The elementary schools had that last night. How important that is to be able to create that dialogue, not just about grades, not just about the work that's being done, but about how things are happening in the classroom, how students are interacting with each other, because that's important as well. That's why I always say teachers are not just more than teaching English and math and science and social studies. They're trying to figure out how to take oftentimes 30 kids and meld them together for a long period of time. And as you all know, they don't always get along.
No.
And so they've got to work through that. But then their primary responsibility is trying to teach them English, math, and science and social studies. So there's a great responsibility that comes with that. And so when we have parents that come alongside us and help us in that endeavor, I'm telling you, the person that wins is not the school system. It's not the parent. It's the kid that
at
wins.
the end of the day.
Well,
so
and I
that's
will
important.
I will say a lot of these teachers also become like a second parent.
Absolutely.
Some of these kids are not coming from good home lives. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm still in contact with my theater teacher who was my safe space.
Yeah.
I did not have a good home life growing up. It was very, very rough. And she was my shelter from the storm.
Sure.
And I'm still talk to her.
Yeah.
When I got pregnant, she was the first person I called.
Yeah.
I didn't call my mom. I called Miss
Yeah.
Gail.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important. And
The
they do,
connections.
yes. And
That-
I mean, there's always that teacher for Sergeant Howard. I mean,
Yeah.
he's, Mr. Farnham. I mean,
Yeah.
it's that teacher that just
Yeah.
becomes,
Sticks.
that sticks.
And that's the beautiful success story. I hope we have just more than 6,000 students in the system, that every kid finds that one.
Yes.
Now, I hope it's more, but
Yes.
we at least hope they find that one that they can connect with and to be able to be that person. I mean, I can
Yeah.
tell you, I used in our professional development this year. I can tell you, my kindergarten teacher,
Yeah.
she convinced me
Same.
that she had eyes in the back of her head,
Mhm.
and I believed her.
Yeah.
I still believe her to this day.
Yeah.
'Cause
Shout
when
out to
she
Miss
turned-
Sullivan. Same thing.
Yeah.
And then, my first grade teacher, she put the fear of God in me
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
she told me I better behave, or she was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
let me know what. And
Yeah.
my second grade teacher, then she was, I could go through all
Oh,
of my
same.
Yes, I can
grades
see all
and
my
teachers.
teachers.
And so
Yeah.
that's why I believe teachers are heroes, and
Yeah.
that's why I always try to say that. And that's why my job is to try to serve them and the kids and then the community. And that's why the tough days I try to come and hang out at the school. And that's what
Yeah.
kind of pumps you up a
Well,
little
we
bit.
know this has been a rough week, but hey, today's Friday.
That's right.
It's
We've had a
finally
lot
Friday.
It's going on. And hey, congratulations, Warren County
Yeah.
Schools. This is your first 5-day week.
Yeah.
this year.
I was like, what are we
You made it.
congratulating?
You better watch
Well,
out.
but I do want to say
Yeah.
thank you for
Yeah.
going above and beyond to keep the kids safe, for making those calls, because that's not an easy decision to make. 'Cause
No.
You're always
And-
gonna have some
and-
parent with backlash, but I mean, you kept the kids safe. You made sure that nobody was on the roads who didn't need to be on the roads, and,
Oh,
and
100%.
I greatly appreciate
It's
that.
always tough, and I appreciate that. It's always tough because, like you said, not everybody's always going to be happy with the
Right.
decision.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, we want to be in school. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what we're
Yeah.
here for.
Yeah.
That we want to be in school, and it weighs on me when we're not, because we do have kids that on those really cold days
Yeah.
where
Rely on
school is
you.
going to be warmer,
Mhm.
they're going to get 2 meals a day, and oftentimes they're going to get a snack before they go home, and so
and socialization.
so it is
Yeah.
important that we're in school, but there are just, Warren County is a big county too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so the last week, I drove up on Highway 8 and I thought, gosh, this is a completely different country.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
Because there was lots of, and so it leads to that. I get it. It's very difficult on parents. That's why I don't love, and this is breaking news, I don't love 2-hour days, 2-hour late days.
Yeah.
No, I mean either.
Because it's extremely difficult on parents
Mhm.
because they're having to go to work, leave the kid behind.
Yeah,
And so that's why I try to avoid those when I can. But then there are just some times to where you've got buses that need light when they're out. And
Yeah.
so it's,
Well, I
there's
mean-
a lot of things that play into it.
there's
Yeah.
still ice. I was at the city admin building Tuesday night, and there was still ice on the sidewalk, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "What's
Sabrina
going on?"
Dillon still has it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
I mean, it
had
just takes a
great
while.
interview with Mr. Levy Glenn, the road
Yeah.
superintendent.
We
and
did.
he was talking about the communication between you
Yes.
guys. So
Yeah.
we really appreciate the departments working together
Yes.
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
benefit of our children.
Well, and I do appreciate you bringing that up. I called Levy just in one of those. I can't even remember at this point. They all run together. And he said, hey, we'll go out on some of those county roads tomorrow and try to get those cleared off for you. And they did. And we were able to go to school the next day. And so that, again, is when it all works
Together.
It's
Yeah.
that communication and that partnership, which is with anything. I mean, you could say that about the parents communicating with the teachers. If you don't have that communication,
Mhm.
you don't know what's really going on. You're
And
making
another
assumptions.
good thing that's going on at the school that, you said I feel like it's starting here is the, I don't know how to say it, but the no cell phone.
Yeah.
And I mean, y'all are starting a wave, Trinklet, because Chris Cope was on our show
Okay.
and he was talking about how he was talking at one event and now he's fixing to go to another
Yeah.
one.
Mhm.
And so talk about that, how it's helped out the school.
Sure. Well, Chris is on the lecture circuit at this point because
Yeah.
he actually went to Coffee County to their board meeting.
Yeah,
I think
that's what he's talking about.
last week, or maybe even maybe it was this week. I'm not sure, but spent some time with them, and so I will tell you, I think I've been fairly outspoken with this, is that when this has been the board's direction. When they talked about it last summer, I thought, ooh, I don't know that we're going to be able to pull that off. But they have been adamant about this. And then frankly, they have educated me through this process. And Chris has been one of those folks that's been the driving force behind that. But yeah, I can't brag enough about, one, the board's leadership and getting us to this point. But two, our administrators and teachers who have worked extremely hard to put things in place to where kids can have this environment. But third, and probably most importantly, the kids for responding so well.
Yeah.
Because again, I have two that come to the high school.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of dinner conversations with them where they weren't real pleased with it. And I don't think they're still wild about it, but you know, we have to retrain our brains sometimes. And so they've gotten used to it now. And what I continue to tell people, because we've kind of been the media darlings, I guess, when it comes to this. A lot of people asking about this, and I say we're the true pioneers when it comes to this. It's not about trying to say that technology is going to not be there. I mean, look at this technology.
Oh yeah.
We're going to embrace technology for the rest of our days, even in the school system. This is more about giving our kids the opportunity to just be kids.
Yes.
They don't have the stress of, I mean, as we've been talking, my watch has been buzzing.
Yeah.
And so in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? Is there something happening at a school? Is my family, what's going on?
Right.
And so I'm not fully engaged in my conversation. And so when they have that device and have access to that device, then they're going to have that same thing, as opposed to just being a kid, worrying about English, math, science, and social studies. And so being able to take that distraction away has been so important. But I can't brag on the kids enough because they have embraced it now. Have they tested it? Sure. They're kids.
Yeah.
And are they trying to maybe sneak them around? Sure. They're kids.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they've done a great job doing what we've asked them to do. And then frankly, we've had a lot of kids that have said, I kind of like it now.
Yeah.
I jokingly say, some of the boys say, I'm just glad my mom can't get a hold of me.
Oh yeah. I've heard that one.
So I think, again, it's about giving them the opportunity to stay away from that. And it's not just cell phones. It's really anything that is going to take their attention away from just being where they are.
Oh yeah, because there's so much on the cell phones now, all these different apps, all these different outlets to clickbait them. Sure. I mean, I'm an old millennial, so I got to be a kid. I remember when the halls were so loud, the teachers had to scream and lose their voices. Yeah. And then I heard when the cell phones were in here, my nephew Gage, when he was here, he was like, KK, it's just quiet.
It is. Yeah.
Because they're just, and then I was like, oh, that's so sad. Yeah. Like they're not living in the present. Yeah. Right? Is that the way to say it?
Yeah.
And
that's the bell.
We're lifting off. Yeah.
That's new.
See, I graduated in 98 and I had a cell phone, but it was a flip phone and you had to pay for each minute.
Yeah.
It wasn't a free for all.
That is true. Yeah. We didn't have unlimited at first. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And there was no scrolling the apps and stuff. That thing stayed in my glove box and I was threatened with death and dismemberment if I used it for anything other than an emergency.
That's correct.
And I remember I called my mom to let her know I was on the way home. She goes, "Why are you calling me from the cell phone?" I'm like, "Because I'm on my way home." She goes, "Get off the cell phone."
Yeah, you got one less
and
minute.
now, I mean, it's
endless.
You've probably read, but I like to tell the story that we had a custodian here early on that said I would get run into in the hallway 2 or 3 times a day when cell phones were in play, because they were in their cell phone. And she said, I have not been run into but once this year, and that child was reading a book. And so
that's me.
And she said, they can run into me anytime if they're reading a book. And so again, it has just really kind of changed the way we do things to a certain extent. We're still going to always try to embrace and try to teach them how to use technology responsibly, but we just want them to be kids.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Swallows, we love to have fun on this show.
Okay.
And we are serious. We report news. We report these things. But in light of how heavy this week has been, and guys, if you didn't see the school board meeting, go back and catch the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You'll hear one of the most impassionate speeches from this man about his love for the community and love for the children. So let's take it down a notch.
Okay.
What are you looking forward to doing this weekend?
Well, good question.
You didn't know where he was going with
I
that.
did not.
Yeah, I'm like,
We've
where we
got
going?
several things planned for this weekend, but I'm going to tell you a little known secret. When I have to be out and be at a lot of places, I'm going to look forward to coming to the basketball game tonight. But tomorrow, I hope I don't have to do anything.
Same.
I like to
Sleep
be at home
Same.
with my kids and my family and my
Family time.
wife. And
Smoking
then,
like a true administrator.
Yeah.
and so, but we
Turn
have a
off the
couple
cell
birthday
phone.
things going on, and I've got a kid that's his girlfriend's turning 17 today. So
Oh,
we're
happy
gonna have we're gonna
birthday.
have a little get together for that, and then we'll go to church on Sunday, and lots of hopefully family time this weekend. So,
So-
I'm not very exciting, Mr. Carter. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's very exciting.
You
though.
get enough excitement through
Yeah.
the week. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
working, your work life is
Yeah.
exciting enough.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
So one of your kiddos who I just saw in the hallway earlier, he's our quarterback, correct?
Well, he did play quarterback last year.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll
so
see.
is
We'll
he
see where that goes next year.
So
Coach
is he-
Blue has to make that decision
That's
after he
exactly
gets
right.
his
But
gallbladder
is he-
fixed.
is he going to
That's fixed.
continue
He's
playing?
Yeah.
Is he going to continue
Yes,
playing next
ma'am.
year? Awesome.
I believe that's his
He was a
plan.
good player.
I believe that's his plan. He's also playing baseball for Coach King. So,
Oh,
okay.
and
multi-sport.
I've got a daughter that's cheerleading. That's the other thing I should mention. Sunday is the send off
Yes.
for our
Yes.
competition cheer squad.
Yeah.
So I will be there on Sunday to send off because Aniston, my daughter, is on the cheer squad.
Oh,
Now,
wonderful.
A lot of people don't know that Aniston is a great little actor or actress.
Yeah.
And
That's
I
right.
would
We've
look
had
for
her.
Yeah.
I
in
forgot
some of
about
these
that.
shows coming up.
Yeah,
I hope she gets to
I hope so
audition for
too.
it.
Yeah.
I know she's got a lot of stuff on her plate.
Yeah, because we've got Lion King coming up
Mhm.
next. And
Tell us about your youngest one. We
Yeah.
got
Judah.
talk about all the kids.
Judah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Judah's in 4th grade at Hickory Creek,
Aw.
and he is on the basketball team
Yeah.
there, and
So they're all athletes.
he keeps us entertained. Not that the other two don't, but that third child, I'm a third child, but he
Sorry.
keeps us entertained and on our toes, and so we enjoy that. And he
There's always one, and I don't know.
I think it's
if
the
they're
last
talking
kid in
about-
general.
No,
I'm just going to throw
But I-
last one.
No, mine was the first one, and let me tell you something. I think my second child was my reward for surviving her because she did. She tested me most days. But
yeah. Well, again, they found a home here.
Yeah.
We're very
Good.
thankful for that. Again, when you move your children for work, which is what I did, it's always difficult on dad because you're
Yeah.
making that decision for them.
yeah.
But Warren County has embraced them, and they've loved their time here. And Judah's going. Brady's he's a junior, be a rising senior, and so
Oh, wow.
he'll be going off in a year or so. But they've had great experiences.
Oh.
We've got one more thing to hit him up.
Okay, what?
All right. So on February 7th, we've got this basketball
Oh,
game
Battle
that we're
Motors.
super stoked about
Okay.
in Coffee County.
Yeah.
And we're going to paint the patch blue.
Blue.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
got
goal.
any challenges or anything?
Well, last year I think they raised a lot of money, right?
They
Is that-
raised
is that-
over $22,000
Yeah.
last
So
year
is that
for
actually
McNichols
happening
Fair.
this year too?
yes.
Mhm.
sir.
So
Good.
the only thing Chris Cope did say, remember guys, right now we're over a little halfway of the mark of the it was 40 something dollars per shot, and then we needed at 100.
Yeah.
We got to.
Because the other thing is Thunder Radio said if we get over the money for points, the lady's gonna wear a Warren County Pioneer jersey.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm just saying
Come on.
we need to raise up the
Yeah.
bid a little
So
bit.
my challenge.
Yes.
So my challenge is going to be different. You're not going to love my challenge
Oh,
because if we're going to paint the patch blue, then we're going to go down there and do it right. Be cheering for our team loudly and proudly,
Yes.
as opposed to making it a fight with the other team. That's
correct. No
that's
fighting.
what I don't like.
No.
is that we're
Good
not
luck
gonna
with that though.
We're not going to Coffee County to just yell at them. We're going to yell for our team
Mhm.
and show them how we do things in Warren County
Yeah.
and show the support that we're going to support.
Be
and
the
do
sixth player.
That's right. And
That's what I-
oftentimes that's why rivalries come into, I'm going to yell at the other student section, and that's fine. I get it.
Yeah.
But let's go be respectful and be
Yeah.
who we
Yes.
are
Yeah.
and not get drug into that calling names and all that.
I'll
Keep it
say it because
classy,
it. No,
Warren.
don't go
There you go.
redneck,
That's the-
okay?
There you go.
Keep the overalls at home.
Keep it classy.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
yes.
That's
But any other questions?
All right,
Okay.
Favorite college basketball team?
Ooh, see, this is people don't know this either. I grew up a Vanderbilt fan.
Oh,
Wow. Anchors
You-
down.
you-
Anchor, not anchor.
Oh,
Anchor
Anchor,
down.
my bad.
So,
No wonder they looked at me weird at the game.
So we, Vanderbilt's having a good year. This
They
year.
are.
So
Yep.
football had a better year. Of course, our boy CJ. We got to go to the LSU football game when he played and got to see CJ. But
Yeah.
then they've just carried that momentum right into basketball.
Yeah.
I won't say that they beat a team from the East a couple weeks ago. I won't bring up that sort
No.
of but and listen, they got to go to Knoxville, so it'll
Yeah.
probably be back the other direction. But I appreciate you guys. having
Did you
me.
hear that they've put in a bid for an
They
WNBA
did.
team in
I
They
believe
have.
it.
Nashville,
Yeah.
owned by Tim and Faith McGraw,
Mm-hmm.
one of Pat's players. I can't remember, but anyway, they're wanting to name the team after Pat Summit. It's going to be the
Oh,
Tennessee Summits, and I just
Oh,
think
that's
that's
Yeah,
just
I think
incredible.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
That's going to be
Well,
incredible.
Dr. Swallows, thank you for
Yeah.
taking up your busy
Yeah.
time.
Thank
I hope you have a great family weekend
Yeah.
and we all recover. And we don't know what the future is going to hold with
No.
the state government and everything. And it'll be okay. But
It will.
You can look on their websites. All this information is public knowledge.
Well,
Yeah.
But we're still going to be pioneers regardless.
Yeah.
This man's still going to be giving it 110% every week for
Absolutely.
being the leader of the helm, and with all the principals and all the people, the
Mhm.
teachers. Guys, go back and look at the school board. Watch the last 5 minutes.
Wow.
You'll see passion and a heart for children. So,
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Exactly.
hey, thank you very much
Yep,
for being
thank
here
you,
today.
guys.
Thanks
Yep,
for
good to see you.
coming. All right, we are going to take a
Good to
quick
see you.
break, and then we're going to have some more special guests on the show. So keep it here at Warren First 931.
Had a vision in 1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins.
Looking to transform your home? Head over here to Roland Renovations at North Chancery Street in McMinnville. From stunning cabinets and beautiful countertops to durable LVP and hardwood flooring, we've got everything you need. Want to upgrade your bathroom? Check out our amazing shower systems and our stylish shower doors. Here at Roland Renovations, we also specialize in outdoor cabinetry, tile work, full remodels, and installation services. Stop by or call us at 931-743-5479 today. We are open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed on Wednesday, and Saturday we are open for appointments only. Don't wait. Revamp your space with us here at Roland Renovations.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger for lunch or dinner. Get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Sorry,
It is
missed
Yes,
that.
I'm like,
Okay. It may not be that.
hey guys, we are back. Kelly here on Word First 931. We are live at the Coming Home 2025 here at the Warren County High School. And again, I want to say thanks for Dr. Ritzwald for coming in and talking with us today and taking the time out and all the amazing things. And I'll say this over and over till I'm black and blue in the face. Literally, you can find any of this information that we talked about or anything that's going on in the systems through their websites, and we'll put a link in that later on in the show. But like I said, we were going to have some cadets as well as First Sergeant Tim Howard with us. I have been working with Tim this year. It feels like a lot.
Quite a bit. Yep.
And, showcasing his the Lady Raiders and all that. And they have such an amazing squad on everything. And we have two seniors with us. We have.
I'm Cadet Command Sergeant Major Alex Niedaba.
I'm Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Lily Seymour.
And then, of course, we all know the man behind this awesome team.
Hang on. I'm going to need Alex to say his last name again.
Niedaba.
Wow, that's a name. I like that.
Niedaba.
Let me state too that this is the battalion commander and the battalion command sergeant major. So
Oh,
they are
we
two of
got
the
top dogs.
premier top dogs of the
I
battalion.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, she's my boss.
Okay,
Oh,
so
take it. I love it.
are either one of you going to be actually joining the military after high school?
I plan to. Yes,
Which branch are you?
I'm going to be joining the Army. I'll be going to college first. So I'm going to Virginia Military Institute, and I received a 4-year ROTC scholarship.
Awesome. And what about you?
I'm joining the Army National Guard.
Oh, perfect.
And you
there we go.
continue.
Keep brag on
Keep
yourself.
going.
Keep going.
I'm joining the Army National Guard, and then after I go to basic and AT, I'm going to come back and I'm going to go to the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, and major in nursing.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, y'all. So talk a little bit about what's going on this week. You got a competition this weekend,
Yes,
and then we got the ball game tonight. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, the ball game tonight. Our involvement in that is simply in the color guard we're posting tonight. Unfortunately, as a command sergeant major, I am in charge of the whole color guard unit, but I will not be there tonight as I'm competing tonight as well. But I think I've got a good team on it. That we have our senior instructor, the colonel, there. I think he'll do good. We always put a good showing out in the color guards, so I think it'll turn out well.
I think for the drill meet, we have been preparing for this for weeks, and I think that we got this. We're going to go win some more trophies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Talk
Absolutely.
about so far, like last year leading up to how many competitions have y'all I want to say dominated.
Absolutely.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
A good number. We came out on top in 3 or 4. I think we came out in first place. Ladies did absolutely great. The male team did very good too. I think we did great in the Raider season, and now in the drill season we're doing well as well. Much smaller team though, but the smaller unit is working to our favor, I think.
And did y'all break any records during any of these competitions, like on times and stuff?
There've been a lot of internal.
Yeah, a lot of
Internal
internal.
battles? Okay.
But as far as at the national level, of course, they
Yeah.
beat a lot of pretty much all the teams out.
Yeah. How many teams did y'all compete with nationals? Do you remember?
A lot team.
Well, at Fort Knox, it was like teams that would come from all over the country, from even as far as Guam. They would come there and compete.
Yep, Guam and Puerto Rico and places like that.
Mhm. And the girls did great. They, as you know, they earned third place national championship at Fort Knox, but then they went down to Molina, Georgia, where some of the same teams came, but there were some different teams that also came, and they competed at the Sports Network International, Raider Nationals, and of course, the girls took first place in that. So it was
Awesome.
And this is a lot of physical activity. This, I don't think people understand what these competitions entail. I mean, if you're not in the ROTC military world, I don't think people understand. Can you kind of give them an idea of what you're competing to do, what you're doing to win this?
So we start training in the summer usually.
Okay.
We will start in June, and then we will train basically all year until the season ends. We do a bunch of things. We run 5Ks, we flip truck tires, we carry equipment. We put on rucksacks.
And not like pickup truck tires. I mean like
Tractor
tractor tires, like massive, humongous tires. They're huge. and y'all are you just go out there and flip them like they're nothing. I mean, it's wild to watch.
And when you break it down, really, the Raider team, though it is a very physical sport, in the end, it's a leadership exercise and a teamwork exercise. Because there is no singular event in Raiders that can be won without a team. In fact, you will be penalized for not competing with a team. The whole Raiders events is centered around building a team and having a team work well together in a stressful and high physicality situation.
So very similar to like what you deal with sports and with football and basketball. You have to have that team dynamic in order to win. And you guys are kind of doing, it's kind of the same thing, only, well, never mind, I'm not going to say it. In my opinion, I think it's maybe a little bit more physical because.
Well, I'll elaborate on that because I tell these guys all the time, you guys are a special category of athletes because in football, obviously the job is to move the ball from point A to point B and score. For baseball, it's kind of the same thing. You swing, hit, score home runs.
Running, yeah.
But with Raiders, it's more of they differ in a lot of ways. They might not catch balls well. They might not be able to do a lot of the things that typical sports do, but it's amazing what they can do because they prepare their bodies to absorb such an impact, whether it is flipping tires or whether it's running long distance with 35 pounds on their back. Their conditioning is so much different than it is for the athletics that within the school. And everybody does a great job with their athletics, but this is a different, I don't know, it's just a well-rounded, all adventure training preparation.
I remember when my daughter was on your Raiders team, I remember driving her out to Harrison Ferry Mountain and you putting a giant rucksack on her back and this is in the summertime, dead heat of summer, and she's running up the mountain and I'm like, I'm done. I need a nap. Mom's out. Do you guys still do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
That mountain was taking a lot of souls.
Yeah. So she would come back and she would be so drained. And I'm like, do you need a nap? She goes, because I mean, it is a lot. It is a lot. But I honestly think that she was a better person having you as a teacher and having gone through that and learning that teamwork and going through that physically.
Yes, ma'am.
And what made y'all decide I mean, y'all are seniors, so y'all have done this for 4 years, I'm assuming. What made y'all, like, before coming into high school, be like, oh, I want to deal with First Sergeant Tim Howard. I want to do what he's like.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah. Like, what made y'all do that?
For me, it was kind of through a friend of mine. My best friend's been my friend for 10 years. His brother went through the program. He was battalion commander his senior year, and they had an excellent races and all that as well. And since I spent a lot of time around it with them, I found it interesting. And originally, I just wanted to do the Raiders and the physical aspect of it. But I kind of fell deeper in the program, and I realized that there's a lot about that I like, even in the drill team aspects, the color guard, the service, all of that. I enjoy all of that, and I enjoy providing to the community. I enjoy all these discipline actions, and that is kind of what drew me further into the program.
I would say my mom definitely inspired me. She was in high school. My freshman year, I was actually at a different school in an Air Force ROTC program, and it was definitely a very different environment. Something that this specific program has taught me. It has taught me leadership. It's taught me to be confident in myself. Since my freshman year, I've grown into a completely different person, and I have nobody to thank but First Sergeant Howard for that. So it's definitely, I'm very happy with where I am today, and it's solely because of this program.
I love that.
So, and she brought up a good point. Each high school ROTC program is associated with a branch of the military.
They are, correct.
I think my high school was Army. And what branch is Warren County's ROTC?
Oh, this is an Army.
It's the Army.
Yeah,
Okay. So this is an Army
In
ROTC.
fact, Army Junior ROTC has the larger population. I mean, if you look, pretty much almost every state has at least 2 or 3 ROTCs within it, but Tennessee alone has probably well over 100 of them.
Wow.
You know, just like Hamilton counties, they got 8 alone in their program. Rutherford County has 8 or 9. Montgomery County, so on and so forth. So there's a lot.
So now going on to you back here. I know.
Hold on
now. So you have been doing this program for how long now?
Oh my goodness! All right,
I know. I'm going to
trying to age me now.
I know.
I'm still keeping my youthful look.
So
No, I've been at it for this will be my 19th year.
19 years. And is it the rumors true that you are retiring?
Yes, ma'am.
So are y'all looking for somebody right now?
We are. U.S. Army Cadet Command has posted the position to fill this spot. chair OTC instructors are actually in high demand right now
Yeah.
because there's a lot of vacancies out there. There
Yeah.
just are. And so, we're trying to get the spot filled.
So if it doesn't get filled, are you going to at least do one more year?
Oh, now
Ooh.
See,
hello, America.
One more year.
Oh, man.
He's been saying he's going to retire since
His
my kid was in high
thing
school,
is-
and now she's
Yeah.
25.
I mean,
so
all the kid in the past 19 years
Mhm.
that you have had these kids. I mean, just kind of like what it was you. You were one of her inspirations.
yeah.
I mean, you have inspired so many students to be in the Army or in any type of the divisions, really. I mean, it'd be hard to, I think it'd be hard to walk away.
Well, I mean, don't take it wrong. It is hard. It's hard to make the decision. And every year I always kind of joke around and say, I'm retiring or
Right.
whatever. And the kids come back to me and say, well, you can't until I leave. Well, if that's the case, I'd
It
never
was
get
like-
out of here.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, no, I think this is it. This is it's
Now-
pretty much legit. So.
Your daughter went through RTC, Samantha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
Boy, I'm trying to pull
Yeah.
old memories out of the old memory bank.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
so she went through
She
RTC
did.
with you.
She did. She was
So-
actually the battalion commander as well.
Yeah.
Move your way.
And what is she doing now? Because
She currently lives in England.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, she works over there for their government in a sense, and helps do a lot of the different,
Yeah, that's incredible.
She married an English citizen. And
Oh.
she's over there making her way, so they're doing great.
Well,
So
how about
after-
that?
What are you planning on doing after, like, when you retire? What are you going to be doing? Are we going fishing?
I'm moving to the islands, man.
Oh, are you? I thought you were going to say going to England.
No, we're moving probably down to Dolphin Island, Alabama. That's what
Oh.
yeah.
Roll Tide.
No,
Grow out
War
some-
Eagle.
Oh,
You
okay.
asked Mr. Swallows a minute ago about, and I so wanted to say War Eagle, but I let him have his moment. So.
Oh.
He's going to grow out some
They're number one.
dreadlocks.
They are the number one team in the country right now.
Two are.
Warren, Auburn.
Auburn
Yeah.
is? Okay.
Yep.
Is there family down there, or you just want to move down?
No, actually, I grew when I retired out of the Army. At first, I moved to Opelika, Alabama, which
Okay.
is a city that butts up against Auburn. And literally, the saying was, you can go through the I think it was the Wendy's, and literally be in Opelika, but if you go out the other side of it, you're being Auburn. The county
Oh, wow.
line, or the
Okay.
city line goes right through that. But we kind of fell in love with Alabama a little bit, and
Yeah.
then we went down and visited Dolphin Island on vacation a couple of times and said, "Oh, this is it." So
I love it.
Oh,
Well,
well, you have more than
anything-
earned that.
Yes,
But you'll have to
you
come
do.
back and visit.
Is he fishing?
I asked, are you
Well,
going fishing?
I'm the plan is to buy a boat and open up a tour boat company
Ooh.
business.
Oh.
So it's like sunset tour type thing.
Oh,
We're
So we all
hoping.
need to go to
Let me
Dolphin
know- yeah,
Island.
Let me know when it's
Yeah.
open.
might be
right?
on
Field trip.
We'll do
Verbo
a
or,
romantic cruise on the, First Sergeant Tim Howard.
Yep. I got the idea. We were just in Sicily over the summer, and
Oh,
we went to Taormina, which is one of the nice cities there on the west or the east side, excuse me.
Yeah.
And we booked the boat tours. It's a sunset, and this is just a little small boat. And this little Sicilian guy, man, had his boat and loaded everybody up, and we kind of floated around. He let people swim. Then he pulled out, crackers, cheese, wine, and olives. And I'm
Yeah.
thinking to myself, man, we could do this on that island,
yeah.
And so that's kind of the plan. A little 2 hours a day that I work.
Not a 3 hour.
Not
Don't
a-
know. We all know how that
Hey,
turned out.
Skipper.
No. We all know how the 3 hour goes.
I won't have any
3
Gilligans
hours,
though, I promise.
I did that on vacation once. They're like, it's a 3 hour tour. I'm like, then I'm not going. I said, I'll find somebody else. I'm not going for 3 hours.
Mhm.
Well, before we let you go, because we know y'all got some places to be today. Is there
Yes.
anything else y'all want to say?
Shout out to anybody like your mom.
Oh, yeah. Always a compliment.
Of
Yeah.
course. But I would really like to say that to anyone who is considering ROTC or parents who might be apprehensive about it, the program is a really good thing, I think, for pretty much anyone. The discipline, the regulation, things like that. I think they're all things that children need and that are especially lacking in today's environment. With our increased freedoms from the past, and with the advent of a whole lot of technology that saps our attention, our brainwaves away from a lot of things, having something like the program that gives you discipline and a real sense of family. This program has given me some of the best friends I've ever had. One of which inspired me to go where I want to go to college. Victor McBride. He's in BMI right now, and that's the program will give you that, and will give you a whole lot more. So anyone who's thinking of that, I suggest you just take that leap and at least give it a try.
Yeah.
It cannot hurt you no matter what you do.
I love
And for
that.
girls, it's for girls too.
Yeah.
A big thing that I want to say about this program, there's two things I want to hit on. The first thing is opportunity. This program has exposed us to so much that we've been so many places. Like some kids can't go on vacation with their families and stuff, but we get to go to Florida every year because we compete there, but we also have fun there. We go to the beach, we get opportunities to go places and to do things and just be exposed to the world outside of Warren County, because it's a big world out there and a lot of people are just contained to one city. And with us being able to go and explore, it opens our minds to a lot of new things. Another thing the program does is it kind of empowers women too, because with our national champion team, I've never seen some of those girls look so happy. We had tears in our eyes. We'd worked so hard for it, and it really showed us that anything is possible, and that just as long as you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Very
I
well
love
said.
that. I love
Yeah.
that. Well, with that said, I'm gonna let y'all get back to your class or your drilling, your training.
Yeah.
But keep it here
Dominating.
at Warren First 931. We got a couple more people to come on the show with us. And again, thanks to the Warren County High School for letting us take over the multi-purpose room.
Had a vision in 1964 to
Y'all
start
good.
Ganton
I
Bolden.
got
Now
it.
it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins.
Looking to transform your home? Head over here to Roland Renovations at North Chancery Street in McMinnville. From stunning cabinets and beautiful countertops to durable LVP and hardwood flooring, we've got everything you need. Want to upgrade your bathroom? Check out our amazing shower systems and our stylish shower doors. Here at Roland Renovations, we also specialize in outdoor cabinetry, tile work, full remodels, and installation services. Stop by or call us at 931-743-5479 today. We are open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed on Wednesday and Saturday. We are open for appointments only. Don't wait. Revamp your space with us here at Roland Renovations.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
All right. Welcome back to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, and
Brian Carr.
And we have one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Jacob Dunn here. He is one of the vice principals.
That's
Which
correct.
grade?
Okay, so
Is there a different,
yeah, it is a whole lot different than what
Okay.
a lot of people like from whenever you were in school.
Yeah.
And I was in school here. We at that time we had a grade level for
Principal,
every grade level
yeah.
principal, but so we adopted an academy system roughly around 2018, 2019, that school year. And so I actually have 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students. So I am the
Oh.
principal of business law and AV production.
Okay.
And so all of those kids will come, they're under my little umbrella.
Mhm.
I have roughly around 450 kids that come to me, for any discipline issues or anything of that nature. That's why I tell them, I was like, I'm your father at school.
Yeah.
I'm your school dad. And
Yeah.
my counselor is Miss Carrie Burnett.
Mhm.
And I said, she's your school mother. And I said, here, I've got the things that you need to do from the fatherly aspect. And then she's
Yep.
got, she's got the counseling outside and
Yep.
all that. So
The caring
the
side.
caring
Yeah,
side. Yeah.
I get you.
That's kind of how that we do. But yeah, no, that's kind of how that we have now. We still have freshman academy. So 9th grade, it is, under Mr. Anthony Lippy. He's also, one of our athletic directors. I know you guys had him on, him and Coach King on. But we've got Miss Shockley, Miss Giesling, and Coach King, as well as Mr. Chris Hobbs, who's our executive principal. And Mr. Hobbs is the one, he doesn't have any students really,
Right.
except for all 1,600 of us that
Right.
are underneath there. So
If it gets bad, right? But talk about, like, how is school different now? Like, I mean, because I know we're like a year apart. So I graduated in 03. I don't
Yeah.
care to say.
I know I'm an 01 graduate.
Yeah, you graduated with my brother.
I did graduate. And I had your nephew too. So
That's right. And he had Gage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Gosh. He just turned 23
Oh,
yesterday.
wow.
So,
Well,
happy
birthday,
late
Gage.
birthday. But with that said, how has the high school changed over time? Because we kind of y'all were talking about it off here, and I wanted to talk about it because we always we grew up here, we went here, and we always said we would never bring our kids here, and then get that we're bringing them here. Like, how is it different?
okay, so I guess I'll start with myself. I bleed royal red and white. I mean, I grew up here,
Yeah,
and
same.
other than my time in college, I am back here at Warren County, and I wanted to come back, and I wanted to make a difference
Mhm.
because I remembered my experience that I had here at this high school, and I loved it. I was here mostly whenever I was in high school. It was the social aspect. I did have a
Right.
lot of great teachers that
Yeah.
taught me a lot of things as well, but there was something about me being able to come back and to kind of give back to the community that raised me.
Mhm.
I had a lot of good grandparental and parental support that wanted me to, go and see the world and things of that nature. But this is home.
Yep.
And when I first got married, we kind of went off a little bit. We lived in Murfreesboro for like 6 months, and my wife Laura and I were like, no, that we want to be back home, and so that's what we did. And so, getting back to your question about how has things changed so much at the high school and the high school level, is that we have so many more opportunities than
Yeah.
when I was
Yeah,
in school
same.
and when you were in school, because
Mhm.
we have so many industry certifications that our kids can get now. So I know I can talk for days and hours and hours upon this. I know you guys have a time crunch, but so just a couple of the classes that we have, we can partner with TCAT. We have a welding class that our kids can get a welding
Yes.
certification here. We have some of our clinical internships with our CNA class. So you can get a CNA certificate. So you can get that before you leave high school.
Wow.
We have, I know there's a CNC machine shop that we have here on our campus. We have culinary arts. We have, I'm just trying to going through. I know I don't
Y'all
want to
have
leave
so
some of them
much,
off.
yeah.
We really do have so much. Small animal care class, our business, our criminal justice classes that we have. The city police officers actually came and they were actually walking our students through how to do a traffic stop the other day. I got to witness that, and that was so fun just to see that our kids have a lot of hands-on opportunities to give them that. To see, is this something that I really want to do in my life? Or is this going to be like, okay, I did this nursing program and I don't really want to be a nurse.
Yeah.
Cosmetology is something that we've added in the last 2 years. That's
right.
been a huge program that we've got as well. Miss Tracy Risinger, our CTE director, she's done a fantastic job. We have a food truck and we also have a mobile greenhouse
Wow.
for our greenhouse kids. So it's
ever expanding.
It's every year when we've sat down since I've been an administrator, it's like, okay, here's this new class that we're going to offer. And I'm just like, where are we going to put it?
Yeah. Where's it going?
Where are we going to have the room? And
Yeah.
and so that's one of those things that I'm excited about the future that we have here in Warren County.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask him this because when we were in high school, and another thing that I wanted to tap on is we just had counselors. We didn't have the AIRS program or AIRS Foundation that they have here to help kids with their FAFSAs and their scholarships and to keep them on track. Because, the kids that come through here, not everybody is blessed to, have the means to go to college. And by having the opportunities with Leah and that staff in there, they have all these endless opportunities.
And we've said, when we say Leah, we're talking about Leah Simpson. We've talked about her like 5 times
all the time,
in the last 3 weeks.
Yes.
So thank you, Leah Simpson, and all the staff that works so hard as, would you consider them guidance counselors, or what is their technical term?
Okay, so I will correct you just a little bit.
Okay.
So Leah Simpson is our minority liaison, and she does a very fantastic job with our minority students that we have to try to help them with the scholarships and things like that.
Okay.
The AIRS counselors that we have is a total separate entity than Warren County Schools. They are actually not paid through the Warren County Schools itself. They're actually paid through the AIRS Foundation.
Okay.
Mr. Ayers was one of those when he came and he spoke to us. When he was a freshman in college, one of his roommates could not afford to continue on with his college education.
Yeah.
He became a very wealthy man, and he wanted to be able to give that back to the rural communities where he was from. I think he was from West Tennessee. I may be wrong on that, but so we were the largest high school that they have been able to put our AIRS counselors in. So we have 4 AIRS counselors here at Warren County High School that will help our students to come in, look at scholarships. So I'll give an example. Miss Ferris, Mr. Carl Curtis are over there now. So let's just say that I have a freshman and she's undecided on what she wants to do. But if she says, I want to go to the University of Tennessee, I will sit her up there, and then they will say, okay, if you want to go to the University of Tennessee, this is what you need to do. We need to have this ACT score. We need to do this. These are the scholarships you need to fill out. This is the FAFSA that you need to do. If she want to go to MTSU, or she want to be like her father and go to Cumberland University, be like me. But so it is a great school. I love Cumberland and Lebanon. Yeah. So that's what the AIRS counselors are for, and they are just a dedicated college counselor that we have. And so right now they're working on our senior class to get the FAFSA. Last year we were the FAFSA champion for the state of Tennessee.
All right.
Okay. And so we have that. So the majority, I can't remember the exact percentage, but we filled out the higher percentage of anybody for the FAFSA form for
that's awesome
college.
Because I remember, we just had our guidance counselors, and now they have all these opportunities where literally when you say because when we were there, I always used to hear in school, no kid left behind. And I'm not being ugly when I say this, but there were kids left behind because we didn't have as many programs that we do now. Because it was hard to handle all of us all at once. But now with the AIRS Foundation, the counselors, the way that y'all have the vice principals and principals breakdown, you have, and every year y'all are growing with these new programs, the dual enroll. I don't know if I'm wrong or right on this. I don't ever remember dual enrollment when we were in school.
We had it, but it wasn't a thing. It wasn't promoted.
It wasn't a thing. Yeah. Okay. Because I couldn't remember. I was like, I think it was, but I couldn't remember.
See, when we were in school, there was 2 different paths. There was a tech prep path, and then there was college path. Well, if you didn't know what you wanted to do, so that's the thing. So I kind of went back and looked at I try to use my past experience of being a student here to what we are now, and so now it's just we have the opportunity of hey, you want, college is TCAT. That's one of the things too that we get confused. We think of when you go to college, you think of university, but TCAT is one of the greatest assets that we have in our county
100%.
For our students to be able to go and get an industry certification and to do that. And you can get the majority of that time done here.
Yeah.
I'll also speak too on another thing that we have is we have the Nissan Center of Excellence here this year at Warren County High School. So if you have a student that is interested in maybe going to work for Nissan, you can come to this class and you will be a certified Nissan tech when you leave, and you could go down to Deckard or Smyrna, wherever that you need to, and be hired on instantly.
And you probably make about $50,000 coming right out.
Yeah,
the
for
gate.
all these
Yes, you
kids
do.
that think being an influencer, starting your own podcast is going to make you millions right out of the gate. No.
That's right.
Because my nephew Gage is like, I graduated high school. I'm going to make 40K. And I'm like, well, where are you going? What are you doing? You know? But no, that's why I wanted to have you on, because I knew you would know all the difference from when we were in school and then now.
Right, and that's another thing too, is when we were in school, I'm gonna brag on our students and staff right here too. When we were in school, we didn't have to. There was the TCAP proficiency test, and all you had to do is take that test as a ninth grader. You passed it, and you graduated. Well, now we've got a lot of test scores and things like that we're being judged by. And so this past year, Warren County High School is the very first time we've ever been a level 5 in growth. And so that's something that we can really celebrate, because we are really putting a lot of great effort into having our kids and making sure that they can be a great product for Warren County.
And you guys have changed things around here in order to do that. Tell us about some of the changes, like structurally.
Well, I'll say this, and I will brag here on Mr. Hobbs and the leadership of him and Dr. Swallows and what that they've done. And so one of the things that I think that has made a major change is that all of the administrators that we have here now have been a tested teacher. We are all in the classroom, so that has been something that we have done. I can go into the biology class, even though I taught U.S. history for so long. I taught to take that state test, and not teaching to the test, but just the ins and outs of what you need to know. And so every one of us, all of our administrators have that now. We've had that background to where we can go in and say, okay, this worked for me, this didn't work for me. So we've turned ourselves into more of like an educational coach, more or less, instead of the administrative or the disciplinary part. Yes, we do have to handle discipline. We do have to do things like that. But because I feel like we're all now, I think someone's used that term of an educational leader, more rounded leader, is what we're doing. So I think that is one of the steps that we have taken a couple of years ago to putting the right people in the right spot.
Yes.
Knowing where our stronger teachers are, giving them the opportunity to teach our students there. But and again, we have you saw a few minutes ago the two kids that were up here,
phenomenal.
They're the ones that actually make us look good, because when it comes to the test day, hey, it's all them, not us. So that's what we're really proud of.
But making real changes within the structure of the program, schedules, changing the schedules,
That's right.
Making them more fluent for the actual course load, because some classes require more rote memory skills. Some classes require. So that's what got you here won't get you there. And so you guys have done that. And so kudos to Warren County High School for being brave, because no one likes change.
No.
I mean, if you look at a lot of the other schools, they're still doing the same thing, but you guys were the bold ones. And what says fortune favors the bold.
That's true.
And so TVOS 5, good job. So congratulations.
Thank you for that. It's just one of those things that is so. It is amazing. We've got a new schedule this year. That's something that's been a change as well. We've it's been a slow change a little bit, but this new 4x4 block schedule that we have is great. It's kind of more of like what colleges do. You've got, from August to December, we have 4 classes that our students take. And then from January to May, we'll have the other 4 classes. And so our TCAP EOCs are taken in December and in May. So our students will be ready to go, and hopefully that they'll be fresh and they'll be more on their mind with that. So we have really done I wouldn't say 180, but there's been a lot of change that's there. And, I'll go to, one of the things that one of my grandfathers used to say is like complacency is the silent killer. And, in education and anything in business, you gotta not be complacent. We have to continue to strive forward, because again, what we want to do here at this high school is we want to be able to give back to Warren County. I want to send my daughter, my son, when we go, I want to see them come back here at Warren County, and I want them to do well for this community.
Yeah. I love it. Anything else you want to say before we let you go?
Go Pioneers.
Go.
Yeah.
Talk about the game.
Pioneers. That's right. Yeah.
Tonight's the game.
Tonight is a coming home game. And so please come on out, support the Lady Pioneers, the Pioneers. Got cheerleaders. The Pioneerettes are, going to perform as well. So it's going to be a great celebration. That's something that the coming home game that we've done this, I think, for the past 4 years. It's getting bigger and bigger. And, it's just kind of like homecoming, coming home, but for basketball. And so that's something that we can do to help celebrate.
Now, question. Is there a certain color that we wear? Is it a white out, a black out, a blue out, a red out?
I think the
royal, red, and blue. That's what.
Okay.
You can. Go
Seniors are probably going to wear black. Probably
wear the black. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my wear. I'm an old lady, so I thought senior color.
Kelly, you're not.
When I'm going to a game, I'm older than that class or whatever that student section.
Right in the student section.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. They've grown old. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Jacob Dunn, thank you for coming in and being
You're
with
welcome.
us today.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for what you do for our school system. It's been real encouraging to hear about the changes going on that are making a deep impact in our community.
And keep it here at Warren First 931, guys.
Dad had a vision in 1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Fall is here, and it's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net. Get ready for fall with Randall Walker Farms, where fall planning begins.
Looking to transform your home? Head over here to Roland Renovations at North Chancery Street in McMinnville. From stunning cabinets and beautiful countertops to durable LVP and hardwood flooring, we've got everything you need. Want to upgrade your bathroom? Check out our amazing shower systems and our stylish shower doors. Here at Roland Renovations, we also specialize in outdoor cabinetry, tile work, full remodels, and installation services. Stop by or call us at 931-743-5479 today. We are open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are closed on Wednesday, and Saturday we are open for appointments only. Don't wait. Revamp your space with us here at Roland Renovations.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Okay. Welcome back to Warren First 931. As we're getting close to the end, because it is 10:35, and I know like everybody's hungry and needs to get back to work.
I think they're about at lunchtime.
They're 11 o'clock, I think, is about that time.
Yeah.
But with that said, thank you so much again to the Warren County school system and Warren County High School for letting us like take over the multi-purpose room, because with it being Spirit Week here for these kids, and it's like I want to reiterate what Swallows and the kids that were here and Mr. Howard and I can't even, I call him Jacob. I was gonna say Mr. Dunn,
Yeah.
but again, it's this reason we do this is community oriented. It is for the kids. We are raising them to one day take the place of what we are instilling in our community.
And hopefully excel past what we've done.
Yes.
To be bigger and better.
Yeah, to make it better. Keep growing, Warren County. That's my biggest thing. But right now we have the PR, the communications coordinator, the CC, Ms. Sarah Cantrell.
Hi.
How are you?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Sarah.
I'm good.
I'm just so glad I finally got her back on the show. I feel like it's
Well,
been too long.
I'm surprised this was not planned. So
No, this was
we're
not
gonna roll
planned.
with
But
it.
she
We
still
are.
looks fabulous.
She looks
thank you.
great.
You would not know she's had 3 kids.
Two.
Two. I was
Either
like,
way,
where's the
But
third?
thank you.
she's one of those elastic moms. She just has a baby and go right back to
Yeah.
the thought she
my
was.
mom. But no, yeah, I've got 2. One in the system. So this has been
That didn't the
Yeah.
school.
school system.
The school
The
system.
school system. My older one, the younger one, we'll have to watch out for her. But no,
Yeah. We said earlier, there's always one that
it's
just
my,
has you.
my second born. She'll
Yeah.
be the one to watch out for. But no,
Same.
Ezra's 7. He's in first grade at West Elementary.
Oh,
So this has
over Miss
been-
Lewis.
Yes, so this has been an awesome opportunity to be on the inside.
Yes.
As my kids are coming into the public school system. And I have nephews in the public school system. I have a senior and a freshman here, and I have a 3rd grader at Urban College.
Yeah.
So it's been awesome to see
Yes.
what all goes into public schools.
Yeah.
And you have no idea
Until you're in
until
it.
you're on the front row.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
what these people do
Absolutely.
every day, from the front lines all the way back. It's been incredible. So I've really enjoyed it in the 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
that I've
So one reason I wanted you on here, because sometimes people come up to me and they're like, what is a communications coordinator? And so I want you to tell everybody the definition.
The
Well,
other name is chaos coordinator.
chaos coordinator.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always been
That
one
would be
of my
her other
favorite
name.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that there is a definition because it's going to be different depending on where you are and what you're
Yeah.
charged with doing. But I think the goal when the school board decided that Warren County needed an employee to focus on school communications was to open up that dialogue with the community.
Yeah.
Transparency.
So transparency, and really getting the story out. There's so many folks who do so many incredible things that we just don't ever hear about, because usually folks who are like that don't toot their own horn or
Correct.
tell their own story.
Right.
And so the goal was, okay, we're going to streamline communications. We're going to highlight and recognize the folks who need to be
Yeah.
highlighted
Yes.
and recognized. And it happened at a crazy time where we did this and they took personal electronic devices out of the classroom.
Right off the bat. Chaos coordinator.
So I'll never forget Dr. Swallows coming in and going, okay, this is, after I had come aboard, okay, your first project is going to be this personal electronic device prohibition policy. And I was like, okay, baptism by fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't even break a sweat there.
Let's do it. So, and so with that, it really changed in that we took on the responsibility to communicate what was going on in our schools, since phones were not, easily available. So as a parent, I took that as, okay, if I had a child old enough to have a phone and I was used to communicating with them whenever I needed to, and then that no longer was an option, what would I want? What would ease my mind or make mind or make me feel better? And it was, okay, more communication out of that entity. And so that's why you've seen more messages sent out on email, all calls come in where Dr. Swallows is explaining a certain situation or something, or
Press releases,
the important messages on our Facebook page. So, and then, partnering with the media and saying, hey, here's what we've got going on. Here's the latest news. Who do you want to talk to? What do you want to highlight? And
Well, Sarah, I think a lot of our viewers don't actually know at any one given time in the day, this high school alone and this complex, as far as with Hickory Creek, is the largest and most populated area in all of Warren County. 5 days a week. On top of that, Warren County schools are the largest employer in Warren County. So there is great need for communication, especially somebody in this position. And so I don't think a lot of people get that or even understand. You know, they think, just this kid's school. They don't get the whole concept.
Right. Yeah. And something I didn't know until, I came on board is that we're a small town, small community. We're a large school district. We've got, as Dr. Swallow said earlier, just more than 6,000 students total and 12 schools.
It's crazy.
And so it's been awesome because it's a lot going on. And the cell phone thing has gone over. I'm so proud of the kids because it's gone over, I think, so far better than anybody anticipated. And I talk to my nephews that are at the high school all the time, like, well, what do you think? And at first they're like, man, this stinks. And then, a month in, Taven was like, well, we're used to it now. You just kind of adapt. And so it was like, okay, and you're going to see that it's been a positive thing. And I think back to when we were in school and we had them. We weren't supposed to.
We had them, but it wasn't like
they weren't smartphones.
No. And it's like, I go back to what Melody said. Some of us didn't have unlimited.
Right.
I don't think it was all.
We had to pay for text. It was 10 cents a text.
It was like, we had pagers. You would get a page with some kind of code, and then you'd have to go find a phone and call that person back. And
I had flip phones. And it's not like you can hit the microphone and say da 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 da. You had to hit JLK.
You had
T9 word.
You had to really want to send that message.
You had to know how to spell, so you better be educated.
Well, and I think that back then there was no texting. It was just phone calls, and you had to pay for the minute. So I had my pager, which you also had to pay for. There's a monthly fee for your pager. And for those young viewers who don't know what I'm talking about, but the people would call the pagers, send a message to the pager. I don't even remember how it worked, but it would be like 911 if it was an emergency and they needed you to call you back, or 411 if there was gossip, or there were like this whole code system, and then you'd have to go track down a phone, and pay to use that.
Yeah, now we have memes. We have memes. Like, why aren't you answering me?
I know. So
no, but
it's wild how much it's progressed. Yes. I remember my grandmother back when, and again, the computer using we weren't where we are now with the computer. We had a home computer in the house, but I wasn't allowed to touch it. And then my grandmother, when she moved in with my mom in 2000, 2001, somewhere in there, she didn't want to learn how to use a computer, but she still wanted to keep up with her friends in Atlanta. So my mother got her this thing called a mail bug, which was just email. So she could send out emails, but she didn't have to fool with all the other stuff on the computer.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So it's progressed
so much.
Much.
So Sarah, what's the future looking like? Because just for Warren County schools, is there something that you can cue us into, or something that you see on the horizon? Oh, you're smiling.
Well, I just think, y'all have already touched on it with Mr. Dunn and Dr. Swallows, but I think the school system is trending up. I think a lot of really important decisions are being made on the school level and also on the board level, and it's empowering these schools and these educators and faculty and staff and students to trend up. And it's just been really exciting to watch. And there's been a lot to celebrate just in the first semester of this school year, with school letter grades and, TBOS growth and all that stuff. So
when everybody's talking about all this change going on, we have to be patient for it to actually take its full effect. I wish. I bet she's the same way. I wish I could snap my fingers and it'd be like, oh, everything's perfect. That's not how it works.
That's so hard, and we've talked about that with the news media. So often, the reason why there's miscommunication after a big news story is because they're in such a rush to get the story out there first that they don't wait for the official reports. They just go with unreliable eyewitness statements.
Oh, Sarah knows how I am, because when I hear something and I'm like, hey,
yeah,
I waited. what's going on here?
Yeah.
She's laughing because she knows.
Yeah, because
And
we do
because
try
I
to
try
get
to
the real
wait.
story out there
Yeah.
before we rush to judgment
Yeah.
and rush. We'll start hearing like last weekend with the busload of people.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, y'all, hang on a minute. We're trying to
Yeah.
figure this out. We
Yeah.
can't just snap our
rush it.
fingers and
Can't-
get that
I couldn't rush
information.
story.
We want to make sure that we're giving you the accurate information and reliable information.
Yeah.
And with Sarah, this being a big week for you guys,
Yes.
especially.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to doing this weekend?
Oh, I'm so boring.
Oh, come on.
I'm so
She
boring.
stays so
It's not
busy during the
boring. No,
week.
You've got two
I
small
don't.
kids. It can't be that
No,
boring at
okay.
your house.
So Saturday mornings are always fun because they are in their first year of gymnastics.
Oh,
So my sister has a gymnastics gym. That sounds redundant, but that's what it is. And so
Is it a business? Because you
It's
can
a
give a
business.
plug. Go ahead and give a
Shameless
plug.
plug.
It's Dunham Athletics and Gymnastics. Am I saying that
Oh.
right?
I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
That's my sister and my brother-in-law.
See, I've never heard of that. So that's
You know you're
awesome.
related to her.
Yeah. Colin Scott Dunham, which was so funny when y'all were talking earlier about teachers who make an impact.
Yeah.
Debbie Dunham made a huge
Oh,
impact on me as my sophomore English teacher. And then for her to now be family because my
Yeah.
sister's married to her son, I talk all the time. I can recite her English rules
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
stuck with
Mhm.
me.
Yeah.
And so,
And here you are in communications.
Yeah.
So those skills
Yeah.
came out
yeah,
pretty
well,
handy, didn't
yeah, I hope so. I hope I'm making her proud. But
I'm sure you
so
are.
the kids, it's their because they're 7 and 3.5. So it's kind of like this was our
3.5?
first. The baby, yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. I know when she was pregnant. I know you're going.
It goes fast.
Is that right?
That's right. So
Yeah.
it's their first year of extracurriculars.
Okay.
And so we're doing, dance and gymnastics
Yeah.
and piano. And so Saturday mornings they go to gymnastics together. So
All
we'll
right.
do
That'd be
that
fun.
and
Burn off that energy first thing
burn
in the
off the
morning.
energy. And
I
then
may
it's-
enroll
it's-
Randy Jane in this.
There you
He's
go.
like
It's-
climbing on everything.
It's January. So a goal of ours is to purge before
Ah,
spring cleaning
nice.
season.
That's true,
The
yes.
Christmas
Yeah.
purge. So we've been working on clothes and toys and donation items.
I did
and
mine
getting
last
those.
week.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
So
I have my May on that.
yeah, so we're boring. On Fridays we
Oh.
go home and we do pizza every Friday night.
Oh, okay. So pizza.
Boring.
Where's your pizza place?
We rotate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite? It's okay. That's what this show's all about.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Papa John's. So there you go.
I like Papa John's too, but I love my boy Seth.
See,
And I like
I know.
begonias.
My favorite is Viola Pizza, but I
Yes.
can't always get out there. So
Right.
begonias.
That
Never
is
been there.
true. Viola
Oh,
is
Viola.
such a great
Oh my
choice.
gosh, it's so good.
And if you got to
again,
get there in
it's
time
expensive,
before
but-
they sell out.
So
Yes.
if you can't name a spot, what kind of pizza do you?
Oh well, I like them all. It just depends on the mood. I can do supreme. I can do stuffed crust. I can do thin crust. I can
See,
do
you're
deep
exciting.
dish.
I'm basic.
I can do like the Alfredo chicken
Cheese.
Alfredo
Oh.
pizzas or the buffalo chicken. We love
Oh,
pizza.
yeah.
See, it all depends because sometimes we want that spinach feta bread
Yeah.
from Domino's. And then Domino's
See,
a couple of weeks ago
everybody's
did
got their
half
little
off their
flavor.
pizza. So I took that idea and made a pizza out of it where it was spinach. And then I did the garlic Alfredo sauce and
Mhm.
chicken on it. And
So
it
good.
was so
Begonia,
good.
Begonia's has one that's spicy that I love. Tops is like my lunch meal.
Yes.
Yes.
too.
This
And
one,
then-
okay, so let me tell you this one. Okay, I do not believe in using a vegetable as a carb. Carb is my favorite food.
Mm.
And I don't know what cauliflower thinks that they're doing, but it needs to get back in its lane. However,
That
she
crust.
convinced me to get a cauliflower pizza, the
Crust,
chicken
uh-huh.
bacon ranch. It's not on the menu, but you can order
It's
it.
not.
Chicken bacon ranch pizza.
It's gonna be now.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Anna, but chicken
I'm
bacon
begging her
ranch
to put it
pizza
on
on a
there.
cauliflower crust,
It's
and
good.
Oh my gosh.
gosh, it is incredible.
You
Viola's
won't need everything.
has that dill pickle pizza that they'll
Oh,
do every
yes.
now and then.
Every now and then.
Really?
I like the zombie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't
And then
had that
tractor
one.
pull.
Tractor pull.
See, everybody's got their own little flavor.
Let me tell you, Viola Pizza, I am not a ranch dressing girl. I'm not. I like my blue cheese. I know some of y'all are gagging, but Viola Pizza has got this ranch that they put dill into.
Yeah.
I could drink that with a straw.
Well,
it is so
Since we're
good.
talking about this, guys, we got a big show for you next week.
Oh,
We
yes.
got a lot-
Oh, yeah. It's a
we're heading into the Super Bowl week.
Yeah. The big game. The big game.
I'm
The
sorry.
big game.
Well, Super Bowl week, but the big game.
The big
Yeah.
game. So we are teaming up with Mr. Derek Coates. He is our our England. What do we give? We dubbed him.
He's Sir Derek.
He's Sir Derek.
he
Yeah.
is our
I had
knighted-
We are not. You have a sword. We could knight.
Yes.
I did. You missed it because you were feeling bad.
He is our resident all things
Yeah.
English advisor
Yeah.
and correspondent. So
So when we do an eating I don't want to call it an eating competition. We're calling it Derek Eats. It's the road to the big game. And he is going to be going with us to different restaurants each day next week on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're not doing a podcast on Monday. And he's going to try the food with us, talk about it, like the difference, like how it is in England to here. And then just like you like spicy things, he is going to try their hottest wings at each location.
Ooh.
Derek, I don't know what we signed you up for, but
the YouTube show where they eat
the hot
wings.
questions.
That's so much
hot
fun.
questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just
Did
got
you
to
see
keep
Demi
eating them.
Moore? She didn't even bat an eyelash.
Nor did Ariana Grande.
And I'm over here like,
and I'm like, good
are your insides not on fire? She's like, this
I
is
would
okay.
survive.
I could go hotter. And I'm like,
can I get some more? I think
Okay.
Ariana Grande said, can I get some
I
more
don't
on
think
hers?
Demi Moore could get any hotter. That girl, I'm telling you.
But
I
no,
hope I
that's
look
what we're
like
gonna
it at
do.
her
we
age.
got a fun week coming
We
on
do.
next week.
We
We're gonna be
do.
really
I'm
excited.
excited about Super Bowl. Like I said, I'm excited. Taylor
Okay.
Swift's going back.
So hey,
Yeah.
let's get, since we have a celebrity here with us.
No.
Oh yes, yes. Now,
What?
okay.
Do I know
So
something?
the big game is next week. Do you want to make a prediction?
Oh, Eagles
All right.
or Chiefs.
Taylor Swift.
You know what?
versus-
Okay, so you pick yours. Let's just go through the gambit, all of us.
I think the Eagles are going for revenge because they got beat the year before last.
They did.
And I think they're going for all the marbles.
Okay.
So, and those Philly people are pretty rough. So
They are.
I'm looking, and they put a beat down.
Chiefs
on
are pretty
Washington.
smart, though.
So the Chiefs have been able to escape every narrow win, and this last game was incredible.
Hence why I am picking the Chiefs all the way. Ladies?
Well, look, y'all, I don't do sports ball, so let me just say,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope-
Sports ball.
I just hope that the Super Bowl commercials are great. I am very much looking forward to the national anthem. I am not looking forward to the halftime show, but I think John Baptiste, who's going to do the national anthem,
I've met him.
God, he
He's
is
incredible.
incredible.
Yes.
That man can sing anything.
Okay.
He's gonna. My prediction is that for the third year in a row, our national anthem is going to be better than the halftime show.
Okay.
That's my
There you go.
I'll show you my John Baptiste video where I met him.
Don't make me jealous.
I like
That man.
Sarah has had plenty of time to think about this.
Okay, so here's a fun, not well known fact about me. I started out in sports media and did live sports. As
can
a
see that.
sideline reporter, as an assistant director, I used to run the
Yep.
scoreboard on live television. So, anyways, I have a little bit of a background. Now, if my husband was watching, he'd be like, that was many moons ago. So you're rusty. But I
It's like
will
riding a bicycle.
I would root for the Eagles because I remember how devastated they were when they lost. And I thought it was cool that Jalen Hurts put the picture of the ticker tape on his phone as like motivation
Yeah.
to win the
win.
next time. But I loved Travis Kelce before Taylor did.
Right.
Yeah. So there we go. Yeah.
Here's what I'll say.
That Kelsey family is so wholesome and
I,
lovely.
Yes.
I hope that the Eagles win. I do. But the Chiefs don't look good when they play, but they win.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I
That's
just
a
would
good
not
way
be
of saying
surprised.
it. Yeah.
Every
So if I'm going to give a prediction, I would be shocked if the Chiefs didn't win. But
Mhm.
if it goes the other way, I will be happy.
Yeah.
So
That's a good
my mother was
answer.
also not a sports fan, and she would always pick the teams by who had the prettiest outfits.
that's
So
true.
if we're gonna go that route, then I guess I am going for the Eagles because I do like their outfits better than
You like green. That's your color.
Now,
Green.
green
okay,
and purple.
so we all
Like a
are going to be
Bruce.
watching the big game ads. So we have to have you back on.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you have this background in journalism and sports
You just
media.
told them.
Oh, you just told everybody. So,
did.
so now we
My
have to
fun
have
fact
you back.
out.
Yes. Have you seen the Matthew McConaughey commercial?
No.
Oh, it's
I love his
awesome.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
Oh, Matthew, his book was incredible.
So
Okay.
he dresses up like Mike Ditka,
Okay.
and he's looking in the mirror,
Yeah.
and it's just for Uber Eats, and
Okay.
he's trying to
Oh,
go.
Uber Eats is like killing it with the commercials
Yeah, they
here.
are.
This was incredible. He's like, the Bears,
The Bears.
the Bears, the Bears, the Bears, the Bears.
Okay.
And then he starts getting into it, and then he gets The Bears. And
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
he got the mustache. And
Oh,
the-
Yeah. You have to watch it.
So I just saw a video where Joe Montana.
Mhm.
Did I say the name right?
Montana.
Montana. Sorry, Joe Montana.
You talking about the quarterback?
Yes,
Or
yes.
the comedian?
No, the big quarterback.
Okay.
But he was on the sideline during a football game with the sideline phone and figured out how to make an outside call.
Call his
So he
wife.
calls his wife on the sidelines, and
Oh
she's
my
like,
God.
"What are you doing?" He goes, "I figured out how to get out." He goes, "How are you?" She goes, "I'm fine. Should you be playing the game?"
I love that.
Just like that's fantastic. He's like, "I wonder what would happen if I push 9." He got an outside line and called his wife. What?
So
What does that mean?
we probably need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Well, we can't go anywhere.
Action.
This is how it is. Oh, I had it perfect because Sarah kept laughing at me.
Real quick. Thank you, Derek.
I had to keep squinting in. Look, I have to
Stacey,
manage
Lanisa.
my computer from here.
Thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you, Miss Retha.
I can't see it.
Our coffee, I'm down with blue cheese, and Miss Retha says,
Yes.
Go Eagles.
Go Eagles. Okay. There you go. With that said, guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County, keep it.